Nicky Hawkins just come back from the London Stadium virtually. Unfortunately, it was West Ham 1, Manchester United 3. Matt, look, I know it's a defeat. I know we've been beaten, but I'm coming away pretty positive from that because I didn't think we'd done too bad whatsoever. It was just finishing that was the difference today.
Yeah, I mean, it's a cliche now and it gets said a lot, but it was a game of two halves, wasn't it, really? I mean, like you say, we talked about it last week, don't you remember? We said if we were going to have Haller, Fornals and Bowen, we weren't going to be clinical, whether we like it or not. We could have good movements, we could have good play, but we're not going to be clinical. So, I mean...
All them three, Matt, funny you should mention them three, because as good as... but I thought Bowen was immense today, but all three of them have missed real good opportunities in the game.
Yeah, you're 100% right. I mean... the Haller one, I mean, I feel so bad for the guy because that, I don't know whether he got his stud stuck in the mud or whatever, or just got off balance. I mean, it was, and I mean, Bowen was never going to win that one against Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka is just speed and slide tackles and blocks. And I mean, Fornals, I mean, that cheeky one against the post and the header. I mean, if that had been someone else, would they have scored? I don't know. But I mean, it's what we have to accept. We've been lucky. And I mean, like we've talked about, a lucky team winning. We got a point against Spurs that maybe you could argue we didn't deserve, and picking up points against Fulham and Villa. So, I mean, football swings and roundabouts, mate. I mean, we've had the luck going our way over a couple of games. And like you say, in this game, I mean, you got to take away the positives. 60 minutes of good football. I mean, first half, I mean, we moved the ball around well. We did everything. I mean, Bowen was immense in the first half. I mean... I thought defensively we were very solid, and I mean we had the luck that Moyes, for some crazy reason, for Solskjaer, he was doing a Moyes for some crazy reason he didn't start Fernandes there, and that gave us a good break, don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely. I've got to talk about the equaliser. It was a world-class finish, but it was about 2 yards off the side of the pitch.
I was effing and blinding. My wife's got a couple of friends around. I was effing and blinding because I would have sworn that would have gone out. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what. I mean, it's the thing with VAR, isn't it? I mean, this technology, it's only applied to certain aspects. And I mean, we've got to look at other aspects, that it's applied in general, because something like that, I mean, it changed the game completely. I mean, I have to say, I mean, it didn't help that Bonner got done there just before the goal, which is very unusual for him. But I mean, yeah, I mean, it didn't go our way. It really didn't. And it's a real shame, because I think if we'd have kept that at 1-0 there and just broken through, it's like when you run a marathon, when you get that second wind, I think if we'd have just kept going a little bit there, the 65, 70 minutes, I think we would have got the game through, because then you could see it gave him a leash of life, because before the second goal, you could see that one that Fabianski nearly scuffed, with Fernandes, pressing him hard there. I mean, they were all over us, and you could see that goal just gave him so much life. And I mean, we can't even mention the third goal. I mean, what a ball by Mata. I mean, absolutely blindsided everybody. I mean, Balbuena Soufal didn't even realise that Rashford was behind him. And that ball came from inside his own half. I mean, what, a 30-yard ball? I mean, it was absolutely brilliant. But I mean, got to take away the positives. And just keep pushing on. But
it's how we react to this one, Matt, I think.
Yeah, I mean, we've got Leeds next week, and Leeds are going to come hammer and tong. I'm going to watch the Leeds game because I'm a big Bielsa fan right now against Chelsea, and we've got to be careful there because they're going to throw everything. But with the style of play we've got, I mean, we could pick up on the counter, and we've got Palace as well that we know. I mean, if Zaha's not playing well, I mean, they've got a very low win rate against teams when they don't have Zaha playing. A question for you though, Nicky: would you have started Benrahma today instead of Fornals?
Yes. I think he just asks more questions.
Gets between the lines.
But that's it. Anyway, thank you so much for coming on, Matt. Really appreciate it.
Take care, mate. Have a wonderful day.